Daredevil issue 4 sees Cole approached by Captain Cervantes, demanding to know why she has had to come down to clean up his mess. She says she shouldn't be there to deal with Cole's mess, which began when he decided to somehow fist fight a vigilante with a mental illness in the streets, only for it to end with the detective letting the vigilante escape. Matt meanwhile slowly regains consciousness in the presence of Frank Castle, who admits he's been following Daredevil for quite some time now and has learned that he's finally seen the light and is doing what needs to be done. Frank admits that the killing at the liquor store was a little much for even him, but still, Daredevil killed. He gets back to work, beating on a thug who has information on Leland Owlsley's big drug shipment. The man gives him the information, but Frank doesn't believe him. Matt, however, knows he's telling the truth thanks to his heartbeat. Frank says that Daredevil is a phony, since he's a guy in a Halloween costume getting away with being a little bad and a little dirty, and who pretends to care for the victims of the people he takes down, but he always lets the scum live to make more victims for him to care about. Frank says that he's willing to be the monster to stop the scum and hopes Daredevil is ready to stop being a phony. Matt calls him a psychopath who thinks he's above the law, but Frank says Matt breaks the law, and the good thing about being above the law is that you can't break it. Readying to kill the thug, he asks Matt why he wouldn't put a bullet in this man, since he has no information and is useless to him. Matt says that he doesn't know the story of the man, but he's working for Owlsley, which means things didn't go right for him in his life. Daredevil says that lives are complicated, but Frank doesn't believe that, saying that the man killed a man for $2,000 worth of cocaine and his jacket, and if he let him go he would have killed again. So he asks if Daredevil is ready to stop the circle. Daredevil says that this man has people who love him and he needs to be let go. Frank surprisingly agrees, cutting him loose, but he isn't sure where the man will go since they are in a locked bunker. The man dies for the assault rifle next to the bench, but Frank shoots him before he can even get a shot off, asking Daredevil if it was better letting the man put up a fight and kill him in self-defense. Angered, Matt breaks free from the gurney, attacking Frank, who throws him around the armory, saying that he had hoped Daredevil had changed his ways. Frank calls him a selfish good guy who does just enough to feel like a good guy and who may one day take down the Punisher and let more scum overrun everything. Matt grabs a gun and fires at Frank, using the guns to merely graze Punisher and disarm him. Matt tells Frank that he has no idea the carnage he could reap on the world with a gun, and Frank would be an amateur compared to him if he were to take up the gun. Shooting a box of dynamite, Daredevil destroys the bunker, telling Frank that he isn't a murderer, as Frank would be dead if he was. Frank laughs and says it would be worth it, since that would mean he would become better than the Punisher ever was. Matt knocks him out, carrying Frank out of the burning room. As they head through the tunnels, Matt realizes that he did kill that man and that he can't take that back, but he has to do better and he has to do the job right. Elsewhere, Cole is called by Fisk, who congratulates Cole on his fight with Daredevil, and there will be no repercussions for him disobeying orders. In fact, he tells Cole that he will be rewarded for his efforts, but Cole shuts down the phone, not interested in Kingpin's bribes. Elsewhere, Matt drops the unconscious Frank off on a police car, whose officers pursue him, but upon seeing that it is Daredevil, now dressed in a Punisher shirt, they let him go, as Matt knows it's time to get to work. Daredevil issue 4 continues Zdarsky's amazing run on the book as Daredevil fights the Punisher, both physically and ideologically. I'm absolutely loving the narrative Chip is creating in this book, where each issue feels like a complete 3-act story, but also building up a much larger story that continues over from issue to issue. Seeing Matt own up to the fact that he did kill someone and he has to do better is fantastic, but it's going to catch up with him sooner or later and it will all come crashing down on him, which will be both awesome and kind of terrifying to see happen. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.